What's going on, Stim Junkies? Hi, Stim Ace here, and I hope your week has been going well. I've been dealing with a crazy heat wave here in New York City. It hit triple digits again today for like the third time already, and the summer has literally just begun. So we're in for a crazy summer, but that means we are going to have to push that much harder to get the gains and getting good, effective workouts. Got to stay hydrated throughout the day. Got to make sure you're getting in all your vitamins and minerals. Got to drink that gallon jug of water. And most importantly, we got to get in that freaking protein. Now, speaking of protein, Huge Supplements has just relaunched their entire protein lineup, and they have released, as far as I know, 5 all new flavors, or rather reformulated flavors from the previous version. High-stim Ace has 2. And luckily for me, they happen to be the 2 most popular flavors that they have. And the 2 flavors I'm talking about, of course, is the chocolate brownie from Huge Supplements. Yes, and this is indeed a concentrate. This is not an isolate, but we're going to talk about that a little bit later. You got the nice graphic over here. So yes, this is the chocolate brownie flavor. And the other one we have, one of my personal favorites across the board, is the cookies and cream. Check this out, guys. Nice little Oreo cookies and cream graphic over here. It just says Huge Whey in the front. Very clean, very sleek, nothing too fancy. Couple of cookies over here. It tells you on the back how to use it. Well, you know, in case you guys never had protein in the past, this is how to use protein powder. But I think everybody here knows a thing or two when it comes to protein. So let's roll that freaking intro. And when we come back, we are going to discuss whey from Huge Supplements. All right, guys, so Stim Ace was indeed very blessed to have received these 2 proteins because I was starting to run low. Actually, that's not true. I have a lot of proteins, but I'm starting to run low from certain flavors, and both of these couldn't have come at a better time. So these are pretty heavy tubs. They look like 2-pound tubs, but they are actually, they feel very heavy. They feel very, very full. So looking at the weight here, let me see. You got 30 servings in here, right, which is great. Net weight, 1,071 grams. Oh, boy. 37.78 ounces. Okay, so Huge Supplements is based in Sweden, so they are using that mathematical system, which Stim Ace is not super familiar with because I am an American. But anyway, that is besides the point. I think this is like 2 pounds. I'm assuming it's 2 pounds. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I think it is. 1 scoop comes in at 35.7 grams. And once again, you're getting 30 servings in here. It claims to provide 100 milligrams of digestive enzymes, 100% whey protein, easy mixing, and clean macros. And they did mention the mixability in the previous batch being an issue. Again, I've only tried their one flavor one time. I had a sample from one of my buddies. It was the Huge Supplements. I think it was the raspberry white chocolate. I don't even know if they still have that flavor or not, but I tried a sample from one of my buddies. Didn't really like it all too much. And, you know, that's the only experience I ever had. For whatever reason, whey from Huge Supplements always eluded me for some reason. But anyway, here we are. And we're reviewing 2 flavors today. So definitely making up for lost time. We're going to start off this label. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know. But these 2 labels are actually pretty different over here. Not completely different, but there are some differences between the 2 labels here. If we're looking at the 1 scoop dose, which is what we're going to go by, you're getting 132 calories in the chocolate flavor. Meanwhile, in the cookies and cream, you're getting 139. So oddly specific, but we're just going to round it off to 130, right? It's just you're dealing with a few extra calories. We're just going to round it off to 130 to keep things simple. But we're going to look at the chocolate one first. Again, the ingredients are pretty much the same across both of them, but we're getting 132, so we're rounding it off. 130 calories, 2 grams of total fat, cholesterol at 69 milligrams, sodium at 95 milligrams, 4 grams of carbs, less than 1 gram of fiber, 0 grams added sugar, which is good, and 25 grams of protein. So they are not actually breaking down the entire protein breakdown over here, but you're getting 25 grams of protein. This is a concentrate, okay? So we know that you are getting a concentrate here. It's a blend of proteins, but I know Huge Supplements and they're a quality brand, so I'm sure they are not cutting any corners over here. They're definitely a reputable brand and, you know, they deliver worldwide, so they've made it that big for a reason. So 25 grams of protein, 130 calories, more or less, very solid. 165 milligrams of calcium, and then you got the iron, potassium, okay, and digestive enzyme blend at 100 milligrams. And that is supposed to help it digest smoother and easier in your stomach. And basically, you're going to reap more of the benefits, and you're not going to have to deal with any potential negative side effects, gas, bloating, stomach issues, anything of that sort. And then it says other ingredients. Okay, so let's go through the other ingredients. We have whey protein concentrate, natural and artificial flavors, alkalized cocoa, xanthan gum, salt, sucralose, and acylfame potassium. I definitely butchered that, but not a bad label whatsoever. There's only like 6 ingredients in here, so very solid. It is sweetened with sucralose, and it seems like a very clean protein. So the most important thing that you guys are interested in when it comes to protein is, what does it taste like? Because unlike pre-workouts, we actually do care about the flavor of protein, because a pre-workout, you just need to chug it for 1 to 2 seconds, and then you could chew a piece of gum and you move on with your life. When it comes to protein, first of all, it's considered a food item, so we like to enjoy our food, at least high-stim Ace does. And when you're drinking it, it's going to take more than a second. You're not going to be able to, swig it down in just 1 or 2 seconds. You're actually going to drink the entire shaker. I usually do 2 scoops, mix it in with unsweetened almond milk or water. If I have no better option, I try to avoid the milk, the extra calories. But you guys all have your own choices. Now, with that being said, I did run this one here with water and with unsweetened almond milk. And one time, I actually ran the cookies and cream flavor, the one I have right over here, ran this one with skim milk, just the one time, because I really wanted to see if there's a major difference or not. So I'm going to tell you about the flavors. I'll let you know what I think. Before I discuss my experience running the all-new Huge Supplements Whey Proteins, don't forget to like this video, comment below, share the channel with a fellow Stim junkie or a protein enthusiast, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. So normally in this part of the review, I would bring out the shaker cup and I would put in the liquid and the scoop of protein or 2 scoops of protein, and I would shake it up for you and give you my live reaction and tell you what I think. Today, however, I will not be doing that because I already had a big protein shake in the morning, 2 full scoops, and then I had one after lunch at about 1:30 p.m. Right now it's about 6:30 p.m. I still feel kind of full from that protein, if I'm being honest, and I feel like a third shake just wouldn't really do me all that well. It's a little too much protein. So I'm not going to be doing the actual demonstration on here, but rest assured, I will break everything down for you. So we're going to start off with the cookies and cream flavor because this is the first one I opened and I've been using it for a little bit longer. I think I went through about 1/3 of the tub so far, and I really, really like it. So when we open this one here, first of all, the smell, it smells really, really pleasant. It smells like ground up Oreo cookies, pretty much ground up and, powder form Oreo cookies. It's got that nice sweet aroma that you're super familiar with if you grew up with Oreos, which I'm assuming a lot of you guys did, but it also smells less sweet and less artificial, if that makes sense. It's very hard to describe, but the smell is very, very enjoyable, very mild, but you definitely know what it is. If I put this in front of you and you're wearing a blindfold, you're gonna know what it is. Very, very nice smell. Now, looking at the actual powder, it's like a darker white color, and the reason it has a little bit of that darkness to it is because it looks like ground up Oreos again. So it's got a little bit of like the black spots, the black dots in there, whatever you want to call it, but it's mixed in nicely. So most of the color is white, but it's an off color type of white, almost like a gray color. I don't know how to explain it, but either way, this thing tastes freaking delicious. I've tried this at 1 scoop. I've tried it at 2 scoops. I definitely prefer it at 2 scoops. That's just me because I do mix it in with about 16 to 18 ounces of water or unsweetened almond milk, and it comes out really, really good. Now, the thing Huge Supplements was talking about more than anything else is the mixability. Apparently, the last formula didn't mix all too well. I don't know. I never tried it except that one time, but I really don't remember the experience. So in terms of mixability, I haven't had any issues with this. The only thing I find is that sometimes when I mix it in with colder liquids, like when I mixed it in with that cold skim milk that one time, there was just a little bit of clumping, but you just got to shake it harder and then the clumps go away. There's cases where the clumps won't go away with other brands that I've tried where you mix it in with like a very cold beverage and it will clump up and then the clumps won't go away. Not the case here. Even if you get a little bit of clumping, just shake it up more and it will go away. Or you could throw in the little metal bowl, which I do. I know some people make fun of me for that, but who the hell cares? I'm high-stim Ace. So when it comes to the actual flavor, this has to be one of my favorite cookies and cream flavors. It is tied with the Apollo Nutrition one, but they are both very, very different. The Apollo Nutrition has less of a sweet base, but you have bigger chunks of cookie in there, which really balances out the entire experience. This one here doesn't have the traditional inclusions, but it actually has a better core flavor. It's a little bit sweeter and it just tastes like ground up Oreos. I don't know how to describe it. So you're mixing up ground up Oreo powder with milk or unsweetened almond milk or heck, even water. It tastes pretty freaking good. So I really like this one. This is definitely my favorite one. And I really enjoy this one. It's probably got to be either the #1 or #2 cookies and cream flavor I ever had. It's probably tied with the Apollon, but freaking incredible. I really, really like this cookies and cream. Great job, Huge Supplements. Now, when it comes to the chocolate brownie flavor, it is a very, very good flavor as well. It's very delicate, surprisingly. A lot of times chocolate flavors have this really powerful flavor, like a burst of flavor in your mouth. And sometimes you want that, but sometimes you want something a little bit more delicate. And this one here is definitely it. It tastes a lot like the classic chocolate milk I had as a kid in elementary school. It came in that plastic bottle with the little brown cap. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but to me, this tastes like classic chocolate milk. I don't know if I get any brownie in here or not, but definitely like a good, not super sweet chocolate milk. And I love that about both these flavors. They are not overly sweet. Probably give them like a 6 or a 6.5 out of 10 on the sweetness scale. So they're sweet, obviously, but not to the point where you feel pain in your teeth chugging the drink. So I really like this one. This is definitely something I would buy again. But honestly, if I have to choose a winner, then it hands down goes to the cookies and cream flavor, because this one here just tastes so authentic and so genuine, and it even tastes good with water. So overall, they're both really solid, but I like the cookies and cream a little bit more, and I'm excited to try the other flavors they have available as well. If you guys are interested in picking up the all-new Huge Supplements Whey Concentrate Powder, you can head over to hugesupplements.com, use discount code ACE10 at checkout, which will save you 10% off your entire order and help support the Stim Ace YouTube channel. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you once again to Huge Supplements for sending these my way for review. I greatly appreciate it. But as always, I keep it real and 100% unbiased and unsponsored, because you guys, my beloved community, deserve the truth. With that being said, I will bid you a farewell. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at high-stim ace, and I will see you all next time for the next high-stim pre-workout review. Take care, everybody. High-stim ace. Signing off.